power punches, and it did not hurt Hopkins.
And obviously, it will not be easy to win a decision here in Quebec City, the champion's hometown. Is Hopkins thinking, I have to make some kind of a statement here in these championship rounds? We'll see.
A knockdown will help him out tremendously.
Reminder that this is judged from the United States, from Canada, and from Belgium. So they represent several countries.
Hey, go punches, man.
This is an intriguing number as Hopkins continues to come forward and blast away. Still, Bernard Hopkins has thrown more punches than Pascal. We talked about it at the beginning. That was a key element, and Hopkins has risen to the occasion on that. Both men throwing good shots.
Will the WBC Super light heavyweight title come down to these final two championship rounds?
Right there, you saw exchanges of both guys wanting to lay it all out for the victory. It was great action.
Yeah.
And, we're not used to seeing Hopkins in that type of action, but we loved it tonight.
Yeah. And give him credit. He walks in here, has 3 terrible first rounds, and completely turns it around. I mean, that's remarkable.
Nice left hook to the jaw by Hopkins. Goes to the body.
Oh, that body shot hurt Pascal.
Hopkins ripping shots.
I think you're right, Antonio. I think that had an impact on Pascal.
If I know Hopkins like I know Hopkins, he's not trying to let this thing go to the scorecard. He may be looking for the knockout right now, Al.
I agree with you, and I think he thinks those body punches are the way to go. And you do know Hopkins.
Coming up on a minute left in the 11th. Hopkins missing with the right. A left hook by Pascal on the inside.
And did you ever think you'd say this? It's about numbers. Hopkins throwing many more punches in this round than Pascal.
Yeah, it depends what the judges are looking at. Seconds left in the 11th. There's the jab by Hopkins, followed up by a right counter left. Oh! But they tangled feet, not a knockdown. They tangled feet.
That looked more like a shoulder block.
Final seconds of the 11th. Body shot there by Hopkins. Uppercut on the inside. Another one. 3 uppercuts on the inside by Pascal. Just at the bell.
All right, keep it up. You got to work like you've never worked before in the last round. You understand me? You need to win this last round, buddy. Stay active in there. Use your jab. Keep him at a distance. Come on, buddy. You need this round. You understand me? You need this round to win.
Mark Ramsey doesn't want to take any chances. This was where the slip occurred. There was a punch in there, but clearly that was just tangled feet, and he went down because of it. But the key here is, and a little head action in there as well by Bernard Hopkins.
Round 12.
This is it. Final instructions from Nazim Richardson. 12th and final round in a terrific fight.
And you know what, Steve? I think the difference in this fight has been body punches. I think he took something out of Pascal with those body shots.
And Hopkins explodes out of the gate. He knows he's got to at least win this round. If not, knock Pascal down or out.
Pascal's found a home for those uppercuts, but it's not stopping Hopkins.
But look at the legend go. I mean, he knows that he don't want to take this to the scorecard. He's looking for a dominant round in the 12th.
And this could really be a brawl these last couple of minutes. Pascal tying him up, trying trying not to allow Hopkins to throw. Hopkins continues to come forward, looking for something dramatic and spectacular here in the 12th.
And your referee, Michael Griffin, has done an excellent job of officiating this fight, and a fair job.
Hopkins trying to be the oldest man to capture a major title. Just a drama at his finals, guys. I love it.
Wonder if George Foreman is watching.
Oh, big left.
Here comes Hopkins. Pouring it on. Minute and a half. And Pascal again tying him up. Pascal going for the home run. Hopkins missing with the right. Combination upstairs.
Wow.
Pascal has landed a lot of counter punches in this round. It's a very close, even though Hopkins is pursuing him, it's a very close round.
Yes, it is. I agree with you, but like I said, I take my hat off to Hopkins.
Yes.
45 years old.
Oh, they are going at it.
What a way to end the year, Showtime.
A furious round. We approach 30 seconds. This crowd going wild. Hopkins with a smile on his face. Flicks the jab. Trying to set something up here. 15 seconds to go. They're all standing here in Quebec City. The final countdown. Oh! Wild! What a finish! Well, Hopkins thinks he's won it. Pascal looks like he's just happy it's over.
And I think in the last 30 seconds, that man finally got a little tired, just a little bit. But what a remarkable effort in a fight that I think is razor close and could go to either fighter. But an amazing effort by Hopkins at almost 46 years of age. And Hopkins landed some very big punches in that last round.
And as well as Pascal.
Yes.
I mean, I think
Absolutely.
he landed one of the biggest counter right hands.
Yes.
I didn't want to get into giving Hopkins, because he's 45, credit for doing something that an old man isn't supposed to do. But this is a very, very close fight, Al.
It really is, and you're right, as we pointed out. Pascal landed some really big punches in that last round. It's going to be hard to see how that one scored.
Well, before we get the decision, let's check out the sports media punch stats.
You see that Hopkins outpunched him in terms of numbers and, according to punch stats, landed more punches. Now remember, thrown into that mix, 2 knockdowns by Pascal, which may have created 2 10-8 rounds, though the second one in round 3 I thought was a 10-9 round for Pascal.
Unbelievable action in that 12th round.
Round 12 was one for the ages, as is this guy. And if, in fact, it's the last round of his career, and it may very well not be, and why should it be, based on the way he performed here tonight, it will be one that we will remember, and we'll remember it either way. Both men going after it, and Antonio, you made the point, Hopkins wanted a knockout because he's worried about decisions, and there's Pascal landing some very good shots on the inside. Pascal's jab being effective, that awkward style of pursuing by Pascal.
I tell you what, either way this fight go, I really feel that Hopkins may have won more rounds, but those 2-point rounds that Pascal won early may be the difference in this fight.
It's going to be very difficult for Hopkins to overcome those 2 early knockdowns by Pascal.
But he did win a series of rounds toward the end. I mean, I gave Hopkins most of the last 8 rounds. So
I tell you what, Hopkins came in hostile territory, and I think he won some fans tonight here in Quebec.
The 45-year-old Bernard Hopkins finished strong. But Bernard started off.
He's over here talking to us. He's talking to Antonio and you and I.
He calling me for a rematch.
Yeah, perfect. This fight in microcosm. Early on, a knockout that Hopkins protested. Then in round 3, it would happen again. A left hand that sent Hopkins down. That was the hole he dug for himself early in this fight. Did he do enough to get back again?
But the mental strength that it took Hopkins to overcome that early deficit shows what type of champion this man really is.
Yeah, it's a really valid point.
We are set for the official announcement, fellas, so let's go up to our ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Steve Morrow scores the bout 114 to 112, Bernard Hopkins. Judge at ringside, Claude Paquette scores the bout 113 to 113, a draw. Judge Daniel Vanderveel sees the bout 114 to 114, a draw. The decision is a majority draw. Pascal retains the light heavyweight title.
Wow, you hear the crowd reaction, and rightly so. It ends in a majority draw.
And you know, this was a very close fight. I had a 114-112 for Hopkins, as I think you did, Antonio. Or did you have the draw?
112-114 Pascal.
Okay, there you go.
But the fight was very, very close. I mean, I know Hopkins is going to have beef with this decision.
Yeah.
But what can you say?
And a draw is not inappropriate. Nobody can look at this and say it's inappropriate, I don't think, because it was a very close fight.
He retains the belt, of course, for the draw. Let's go up into the ring, and our Jim Gray. Jim.
Stay with me.
All right, Steve, thank you very much. Bernard talking to Richard Safer. Bernard, your reaction to the decision.
No, but still, Canadian judge gave it to the guy.
Bernard, your reaction to this majority draw, winning on one card draw.
Nazim, take these off, man.
Bernard, we're on the air.